Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Anna Terea, and our chief meteorologist Dan Cianca joins us now. Dan, you're tracking all this active weather for us. What's it looking like at this 11 o'clock hour?
Well, we've been dealing with the wind all night, and the rain's starting to pick up. It's been going pretty well in some areas, and other areas haven't seen much at all, but I think most areas will see that increase here over the next hour or two. Let's take a live look. Well, maybe not a live look at Domenico's on the wharf, because this image hasn't changed in over an hour. I think we've lost the connection, and I'm going to blame the wind on it. I don't have any sources on that. Nothing confirmed, but it's just an estimate on my part, given the fact that we are without power across most of Monterey tonight. And yeah, so that's what's going on in Monterey. Unfortunately, folks not having power, still dealing with wind and the rain beginning to pick up tonight. As we switch over to the radar, I think you're going to be able to see that pretty well over the next 15 to 20 minutes. Rain rates beginning to pick up around the peninsula. Santa Cruz, the mountains have been pouring. I mean, we've been seeing about, I don't know, 1/3 of an inch per hour for the last couple of hours. That's really been piling on. We call that heavy rainfall rates. So it's you're like a 1/3 of an inch per hour or higher, that's a heavy rainfall rate. Below that, it's more moderate, and if it's less than a few hundredths of an inch an hour, we call it light. But we can see activity really starting to blossom offshore here. Mostly it's just been pushed by that moist air being pushed up into the mountains and causing what we call orographic lifting, and that is creating the rain in this case. But we actually have an area of lift itself without any help from the terrain coming in, and that's going to increase rainfall rates. So I'm expecting some street flooding late this evening over the next hour or two in cities around the Monterey Bay. Places like the peninsula, unfortunately for folks who are out there trying to get the power back on or get trees taken care of, and street flooding likely across much of Santa Cruz County as well as this round of rain moves its way into the region. And again, the biggest flooding threat is going to be tomorrow morning, but streams are going to start rising here pretty quickly, I think, over the next couple of hours. Our storm tracker is showing the stream of moisture, the atmospheric river, just pointed right at us here on the central coast. There's even been some lightning on the north side of this here at times tonight. So we do have a few thunderstorms out there. Can't rule out any thunder overnight. Right now, nothing close to us, but it's kind of an interesting setup where we have this big stream of moisture that's been pumped up by an area of low pressure, which we can see right here on the side of your screen, north of Hawaii. That's acting as the pump, and now it is interacting with a cold storm system moving in from the north. So these things combined will cause potential for some heavy rain and gusty winds. We've already seen that tonight, and that potential will continue through the overnight hours into tomorrow. With that, an aerial flood watch in place for the entire viewing area all the way through Sunday morning. Flooding, I think, in most areas is most likely early in the day tomorrow as our streams get high, and then some of our bigger rivers will see swelling into Saturday and perhaps even into Sunday in the case of the lower Salinas River. But there's one flood warning in place. It doesn't go into effect until tomorrow, but it is for the Carmel River. And that river is expected to reach minor flood stage. Let me show you some of the other forecasts here for other rivers across the region. The San Lorenzo River is still expected to reach major flood stage tomorrow in the mid-morning hours into the early afternoon. So that is not going to be good. Major flood stage means we're seeing flooding in Paradise Park. We're seeing flooding in Felton Grove. We're seeing flooding perhaps in some of the low areas along the river in Santa Cruz. Okay, so we're going to be looking at peak water level somewhat close to what we already saw in January, maybe not higher than that, but close to that, and that is obviously going to cause some problems up and down the San Lorenzo. The Pajaro River is expected to crest on Saturday, and it is expected to get into action stage. So it is not expected to get to the flood stage, but that may change. These river forecasts aren't perfect, so we'll watch them pretty closely to see what kind of changes we've seen. Salinas River expected to crest tomorrow or Saturday in the south, so near Bradley early in the day Saturday, and then near Salinas on Sunday, and that is minor flood stage, so that would be lower than what we experienced last month, or I suppose back in January, but still could see some flooding along the Salinas River. Carmel River, we just mentioned that. That's expected to crest tomorrow at levels that could cause flooding in some of the neighborhoods along the river in the village that we did see flooding in already this year. And then the Big Sur River expected to reach moderate flood stage. I'm actually pretty concerned about the Big Sur River. There's going to be a lot of rain in the Santa Lucia range over the next 24 hours. Andrew Malera Park, you know how the parking lot gets flooded. That seems pretty likely at this point. And then some of the low elevation businesses in the Big Sur village that have had some issues in the past are likely to have them again during the day tomorrow. So lots to watch out for. And of course, we're keeping an eye on those river levels. Estimated precipitation for the last 24 hours, so we're approaching 3 inches in some cases. I have seen some spots in the 3.5-inch range of the Santa Cruz Mountains already, and we're still going to add quite a bit more to that into the day tomorrow. It's been a little bit less farther south, and we've been a little more focused in the north, but don't worry, you're going to get some across Monterey County as well as we head through the day tomorrow. So here's my rainfall forecast. I did change a little bit at our 6 o'clock newscast. I did bump it back up though. So here's what I've got expected. This is pretty much the numbers I showed you last night. These haven't really changed. I just changed one down and then back up earlier today. Santa Lucia is the Big Sur, 5 to 10 inches overall. We haven't seen a lot there so far. We're in the 2 to 3 inch range in some spots in the mountains, but we're going to add a lot to that. Santa Cruz Mountains, 4 to 8 inches, and you know, there's plenty to go, and 4 to 8 inches will definitely cause flooding in area streams there. The Santa Cruz coast, so we're talking Santa Cruz to Watsonville, 2 to 4 inches. Monterey Salinas corridor, you're going to get some rain shadowing, so that'll keep you less. We may see as much as 3 inches of rain in the northern valleys, and I might even have to bump that up. We're already closing in on 1.5 inches in Morgan Hill with another 12 hours of rain expected, and then down south up to 2.5 inches, which means a lot of the low water crossings in southern Monterey and San Benito counties will be impassable tomorrow because of high water. So keep that in mind. If your ranch or your home is on a road that has a low water crossing, of course, you folks that live out there know how that works, but you know, you don't need to be brave. Hopefully you've got enough supplies to keep yourself situated there for a while. Futurecast is going to show that big pulse coming through. It'll be on and off overnight. We'll have some times when it starts to go back down, but then picking back up. And this is going to keep going through mid to late morning tomorrow when we'll get that final push, I think, from the cold front. And then we'll see some ending of the rain from north to south as we head through tomorrow afternoon. So around noon tomorrow, we're still going to see moderate to heavy rain on and off in the coastal mountains. It's just going to keep going for another 12 hours. And at rainfall rates close to 1/2 inch an hour, I mean, it's easy to get 6 inches by then in the mountains on top of what we've already seen. In some cases, it's going to be more than that. So a lot of rainfall. Showers taper off tomorrow night. As for the wind, as I mentioned, I think some of the strongest gusts we're going to see with this system will have been tonight. They'll ease off a little bit overnight, but still be gusty at times tomorrow. In fact, I think some of our southern Monterey County mountains will see some pretty strong gusts tomorrow afternoon as this thing starts to move out. But it's going to be a long night for us and a long day for us tomorrow. Plus, there is more rain in the forecast. In fact, let's take a look at that 7-day forecast because there are some other things we need to talk about. So we head into Saturday, expecting mostly cloudy skies, lingering showers Saturday, maybe even into Sunday. Temperatures in the 60s, though, so it'll be warm in a way, but rainy. And then another atmospheric river, or really kind of the same one, but it just buckles back to the north and has another pulse pointing toward the coast, will impact us on Tuesday and could bring another bout of heavy rainfall. And I really think that anything that floods tomorrow morning could flood again on Tuesday, and that is not going to be a good situation, and we're watching that closely, but there's going to be another big event coming in. It won't be as wet, but it will be wet. There's no doubt about it. As the cold core of that system comes over, it looks like we'll see showers and thunderstorms on Wednesday, and showers could linger all the way into Thursday. So I've got rain in the forecast every day of the next 7. Inland areas, about the same forecast for you. The only difference is, I think in the mountains on Saturday, if we get a little sunshine, we'll probably see some thunderstorms develop instead of just showers. But lots to watch out for in the forecast. Please stay tuned to my forecast. And please follow all the evacuation orders in your neighborhoods. And of course, another thing you can do is also download our KION Weather Authority app to get those weather alerts delivered straight to your phone. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much for that, Dan.